widened in March due to sharp rise in imports. Exports grew less than 1% to just under $42 billion. Imports rose by more than 11% to over $63 billion. Now, this has left the trade deficit at more than $21 billion. Abhhimanyu standing by with more on the trade data and what has led to the sharp spike in imports. Abhi.
Out of the top 10 imported commodities by India in FY 24-25, in both dollar and percentage terms, there was a surge in total imports, which was witnessed in 8 of these commodities. There were only 2 commodities, namely iron and steel and coal, coke and briquettes, in which there was a fall in overall imports. Now, speaking of the surge, commodity-wise, at the top, of course, was 3.9% year-on-year rise in imports of petroleum and related products. A significant percentage increase had been noted in the next 2 items, the next 2 imported commodities, namely a 12.3% year-on-year rise in imports of electronic goods and a 27.38% rise in imports of gold. Also, the Commerce Ministry has set up an import monitoring cell which comprises of officials from several departments and government ministries, which includes the Department of Commerce, the DPIIT, the DGFT and the CBIC. Now, this cell is going to act based on the available inputs and commodity divisions within the Department of Commerce, and will also remain in touch with several export promotion councils and traders across the country to keep an eye on any surge in imports from various countries and in several commodities to protect the interests of local manufacturers. Also, Commerce Ministry has indicated that there has been an assessment which had highlighted a risk of merchandise dumping into India due to reciprocal tariffs, and the rising US costs may prompt exporters from countries like China, Vietnam and Indonesia to divert goods to India, since these countries have been impacted adversely by reciprocal tariffs from the United States. So, of course, the government is keeping a close eye on any trade diversion from these countries to protect the interests of Indian manufacturers, and is going to keep a close watch on the commodities which are going to be imported into India in the coming months.
Abhhimanyu, many thanks. On to CNBC-TV18